What'd you just steal? I got you on camera.
Drop the stuff! Go to your knees!
Stop biting me!
Please. It's not a lie.
In Westchester, New York, at a Walmart, a woman was restrained by a police officer after she threw food at him and screamed at him. It's possible the woman was experiencing a mental health issue. Walmart should really consider banning her for life. On March 1st, unknown thieves broke into a Lawrenceburg auto dealership, likely entering through a service line. They managed to get the keys by using a crowbar to break open the glove box. They stole several vehicles, including a brand new 2024 cherry red convertible Z06 Corvette worth nearly $150,000, a 2020 GMC Sierra HD 2500 Denali valued at over $80,000, and a 2022 GMC Yukon.
They busted a window out in the what they call the service lane, where you bring your car in when you get your work done, and then once they got inside the building, and then use a crowbar to break into the lockbox where the keys are.
The thieves left the dealership around 3:05 a.m. and were seen about 20 minutes later at a Giles County convenience store getting gas.
We'd already been told that they couldn't have got far on the, because they only kept maybe a gallon's worth of gas in it, maybe 20 miles worth of fuel in that Corvette. I don't know if they just didn't know how to put the top up, or if they just wanted to ride around with the top down.
The police tried to track them using OnStar, but could only do so briefly before the tracking was turned off.
My guess is that they probably have taken these vehicles, maybe even on further south, maybe Georgia. They're going to revend these vehicles and try to sell them. Somebody's going to think they're getting a real good bargain on them. And a pretty sophisticated bunch, I believe.
The stolen Yukon was later found in Birmingham, Alabama, behind an abandoned house with a flat tire. However, the Corvette and the Denali are still missing, and all three thieves are on the run. On February 6, 2015, at about 2:20 p.m., an unidentified man visited Golden Jewels. He spent some time talking to an employee, seemingly to get a feel for the surroundings. Exactly 1 month later, the same man broke into the store and stole thousands of dollars worth of jewelry. He might have thought he got away with the heist successfully, but his luck didn't last long, as he was eventually arrested. On January 31st, a group of 3 thieves tried to break into Rural King in Carlisle Township. Security cameras caught them arriving in the parking lot, wearing masks and equipped with flashlights and backpacks. They broke into the store by smashing through the door. Inside, they went straight to the weapon counter, but either an alarm scared them off or they couldn't get to the weapons. They quickly left the store empty-handed. Not giving up, they hit 2 more stores. They shattered the glass at Amherst Armory, but couldn't get to the weapons because of the security in place.
Guns, we don't want to see those fall into wrong hands.
They also broke into Transform and Renew Weapons in North Ridgeville, where they managed to take a Bluetooth speaker, some ammo, and a few magazines. But they didn't stop there. On February 9th, they tried to get into Cabela's in Avon, but couldn't make it inside.
People do bad things, and I think this is a situation where hopefully they're caught, they're brought to justice.
These thieves are still out there, and the cops, along with the ATF, are really trying to catch them. The ATF is even offering a $3,000 reward for any tips that could help nab them. A Walmart worker named Latrell Johnson is accused of stealing a purse from an older customer, causing the customer to get hurt. The police shared new video footage that shows what happened from Johnson's point of view.
Like, what I do, but I'm still looking for my phone. I'm like, I've been helping you this whole time. And I'm looking for my phone, and then, of course, it goes off. It's in her purse or her wallet, or the pocketbook.
Besides facing charges for the robbery and assault during the purse theft, the Edmond police also discovered a jar of illegal substances in Johnson's purse. As a result, Latrell Johnson was arrested and is facing charges for robbery, assault, and having illegal substances. A guy walked into a gas station, clearly up to no good. He grabbed a candy bar and left without paying, not realizing the clerk had caught the whole thing on camera. When the clerk stepped outside to confront him and retrieve the stolen item, the guy just bolted.
What'd you just steal? What'd you just steal? I got you on camera. Take it out of your pants now. Yeah, you're an idiot. You're a piece of shit. Yeah. Yeah. You're a piece of shit. Cool tattoos, man.
The nerve of this guy is unbelievable. Honestly, if you're in your 30s and still swiping candy bars, it's time for some serious self-reflection. A guy walked into a store, wandering around as if he were just another shopper. However, his true motives quickly surfaced when he sneakily took an item and concealed it in his pants. He then approached the counter, pausing for a moment as though he intended to pay, but ultimately, he walked out without settling the bill.
It's not a ring, sir. Sir, excuse me.
The clerk managed to confront him and retrieve the stolen item, yet the shoplifter managed to escape without facing arrest. Here's hoping karma catches up with him eventually. On October 5th, 2021, police officers were dispatched following a report of a stolen cell phone. The victim informed them that this wasn't the first time her phone had been stolen by the same suspect. However, it turns out that stealing the phone was just the tip of the iceberg regarding the suspect's legal troubles.
Yeah, but it's just simple. If you don't have the phone, no harm, no foul.
Yeah,
if you do, all she wants is her phone back.
I
got my. Oh, there it is. You got your ID on you, bud? You got an ID, or you just got? You don't have an ID. Like I said,
You about to get tased.
When the officers searched the suspect, they discovered an array of stolen items, illegal substances, and a significant amount of money, indicating involvement in broader criminal activities beyond the reported theft.
Get him up out of this at least. Just soap.
So that phone over there, I can't find the thing in the settings, but that's his phone. He's got all his stuff on there.
I'm over here, bud.
Scale. Copious amounts of money, depending on what that is. Trafficking. Not trafficking, but intent to distribute.
Trayton, the suspect, was taken to a local hospital due to injuries but refused to receive stitches. Following his hospital visit, he was arrested and charged with obstruction and possession of illicit substances with intent to distribute. Subsequently, Trayton was sentenced to 4 years of probation. On March 16, 2023, the police went to a grocery store because they thought a woman was stealing. When they got there, they found her hiding in the bathroom.
Hi there, Randy Wilson, Lafayette Police Department. You're being detained right now. You're not free to leave.
Why?
Can you come here, please?
No.
Don't go out that door.
It is an emergency.
You're under arrest for trespass.
No.
You're under arrest for trespass.
I'm not under arrest.
Stop.
I'm not under arrest. I'm not under arrest.
Resist.
I'm not under
Do
arrest.
not resist me.
I'm not under arrest.
I'm fighting one. Get down.
I'm not under arrest.
Down on the ground. I'm not going to use force on you. You're under arrest for resisting arrest now.
The woman kept fighting back, but after a while, more police came, and they managed to handcuff her.
I'm not supposed to be under arrest. I'm royalty. They gave me the earth and the moon and the solar systems. They said I could go and get some, but all I have to do is go to the bathroom.
I think my body camera's
I
under her.
just had to go to the bathroom.
You want to go on your side?
They gave me.
After they handcuffed her, the woman completely lost her temper and threatened to report the situation to the President of the United States.
No, he's hurting my ankle. And you don't even look. This is why you guys are a disgrace. And I am going to tell the President of the United States. Because that is who I'm in contact with.
You're being
You.
audio and video recorded.
You. They're liars. And I had permission from the President of the United States. And these people who are harassing me and have been stalking me are the reason that you're here. And the reason I've been getting kicked out of everywhere, I'm not lying. No. Stop hurting my foot!
The woman didn't stop resisting and became even more upset, so the officers had to use body restraints on her.
No. I'm not about to have the United States Senate. I didn't do anything wrong. I really did not do anything wrong. I have white coat syndrome. I have white coat syndrome. They're in the COVID violence and Debbie Corbin Johnson. They think I'm trying to do something to get them in the line. I didn't do this in the time.
No, I understand, sir. Thank you. Yep, no problem. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm not a liar. Please, no. No.
Then they led her to the police car, and she continued to plead and deny doing anything wrong.
Oh, please.
This one?
Yeah. That's what happened, man.
Let's put her in yours.
Yeah. No. I'm not supposed to go to jail. I'm not. The President of the United States said that I wouldn't have to go to jail for the rest of my life because of what I did for this place. Please.
Once we get her feet in, I'll go around.
Oh. Please. It's not a lie. They just said a couple things and then out. And then it went again. Oh, my leg. Come on.
The officers spoke with one of the store workers, and it turned out she had been caught stealing ice cream.
So this was found in her bag?
Yeah, the ice cream's ours.
Okay.
I could scan the other ones and tell them that they're ours.
Yeah, if you want to, let's do that.
Yeah. But I definitely know she picked up that. She put a couple things back, but then she ran back in. She was kind of all over the
So she definitely had the ice cream
in her hand. Yeah.
In her hand, and that was found in her bag, I believe.
Yeah.
So
Trespass from here too.
she was verbally trespassed by
Twice.
Greg a couple of months ago. So she's been trespassed verbally twice, but never by us. But that doesn't matter.
Nope.
He can positively identify her as the person. He already did on body camera. So, obviously the person that came out was the person we were talking about.
Yep.
The flyer that you showed me.
Yep.
And you guys are willing to pursue charges?
Yep.
Okay.
The woman was arrested and faced charges for assault, shoplifting, and resisting arrest. Let's hope she learns her lesson this time. An old guy at McDonald's wanted a drink, but he flipped out because it was taking too long for him.
Where the f*** is the drinks? What's taking so long? Jesus Christ! No! I just want the drinks! It's taking too long now. It's pissing me off! Come on! I paid the money.
From the way he acted, it looked like he needed his meds more than his drink. Totally childish behavior. Goes to show, there are weirdos everywhere. A woman went into a store and started taking several items, including snacks and drinks, hiding them in her coat. She then picked a few small items to buy at the counter, trying to look normal. However, she didn't realize that security cameras were watching her every move, and she got caught.
Good evening, customer. Live Eye security team here. The female customer standing at the counter wearing black colored dress with black slippers. Could you please take out all the stuff from your clothes as we are watching you live? Customer, please take out all the stuff from your clothes. This is just to inform you that we have video evidence against you. So please take out all the stuff. Cashier, not that one, customer.
After being busted, she returned all the stolen items. Hopefully, she learned her lesson from this embarrassing experience. On July 13th, 2023, the Menomonee Falls Police Department got a flock alert about a car stolen from Milwaukee. They found the car parked and empty at Woodman's. The car was reported stolen in an armed robbery, with the thief reportedly having a weapon. The police checked the store's video footage to spot the person who had been driving the stolen car and found him inside the store.
Show me your hands now. Put the stuff down. Show me your hands. Drop the stuff. Go to your knees. Now. Get on your knees. Get on your knees now. Get on your knees now.
Reaching for your waistband while a cop is yelling at you, especially when you're caught stealing a car, might land you a Darwin Award. Or maybe the guy just picked the worst moment to adjust his pants and ended up getting tased.
Close your hands.
Oh,
got hands. You got hands?
Okay. Oh, got it, bro. Oh, got it.
One detained.
After being escorted out of the store, a search revealed the guy had a modified weapon, some illegal substances, a significant amount of cash, and several cell phones on him.
I'm gonna doubt it. Nah. 3 cell phones, $2,000 in cash, with no ID.
4 cell phones.
4 cell phones.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess you're gonna find a lot of dope in the car. Actually, it probably won't be you. If MTV comes out here.
On top of everything, it turned out he also had 5 valid warrants and open cases, leading to additional charges for bail jumping. Milwaukee police came to process the car for evidence. The suspect faced several charges and was taken to Waukesha County Jail. A girl went home and told her dad that the shopkeeper tried to harass her. The dad came back to the store and started causing destruction and tossing things around in the store.
Call him! Call the police! Call him! Say to run the camera!
Bro, trust me, bro.
Tell him to come up here.
No, bro, please trust me. I will not do that things.
Which one of you motherfuckers did it?
No, bro.
Turn that off. Tell the
Hey,
police to
look
get up
here.
here.
We were good or not. You know how...
No, we ain't good. Ain't nobody good with me to touch my daughter.
I didn't get it, bro. Why would I
Tell him
do
to
that?
run the camera.
Coming from other country, I would do that.
Tell him to run the camera. Yeah, you other country motherfuckers is weird. Since you calling the police, come on, huh? Tell him to come on, mother. Come on. And I ain't kissing shit. Call. Hey, when they got. Call him, say when they camera. Now I don't trust you. Call. Guess what? You going to jail for kissing my goddamn hand, mother. Guess what? Whatever one of you just did, you going to jail.
No, bro, trust me, man.
Yeah, we gonna see. What your boy back there deleting the footage from the cameras?
No, he will not do that.
You weird mother.
People might need to stop sexually harassing people's children when they come in the store.
Take me.
What they word at? I don't know.
Don't delete no footage.
Can I
Don't
not get
delete
out?
the footage. My stepdaughter was up here. She said the guy behind the counter was over here kissing her hand. She is underage. She is 15 years old.
So who did it?
So who did it?
If I did, trust me, my intentions are nothing like that.
Eventually, the police showed up and handcuffed the dad.
Just a few minutes ago. That's
Not too long ago. When I pulled up to the house, they told me.
Okay, who was with her?
my
Stepmother,
her best
stepdaughter.
friend, my daughter, and her best friend. They was together.
Any adult?
No adult.
Oh, so they just walked up here or something?
Yes.
From the house?
And they 15 and 16.
Yes. Gotcha. Where they at now?
They at home.
Okay.
And then this motherfucker gonna say,
Hey, look.
If I did it, I didn't have no bad intention.
Can you go kill
my kids?
Yeah, and bring it back up
Yeah,
here?
put my
I will.
phone in your phone.
I got it.
No,
Come on.
put it in
I
my
got your
pocket.
phone.
I got your phone.
No, take my phone.
I got your phone.
No, let me get it.
The girl was brought back to the store, and after reviewing video evidence, the officer arrested the shopkeeper on charges of battery, harassment, and public indecency. Meanwhile, the dad faced charges for vandalism, assault, and disorderly conduct. Walmart's loss prevention team spotted Brittany, an employee, on surveillance footage leaving the store with unpaid merchandise after her shifts. This pattern repeated nearly every day she worked in recent weeks. Frequently, Brittany was seen carrying out large boxes believed to hide merchandise. On November 11th, 2021, they saw her hiding a box in the sporting goods area, later found to contain wrapping paper and other items. On the same day, a police officer responded to Walmart to assist loss prevention in apprehending Brittany in case she committed another theft. The plan involved loss prevention and the officer positioning themselves near the Tire, Lube, Express, or TLE exit, through which Brittany regularly left the store. As Brittany attempted to leave the store with the staged box through the TLE exit, bypassing all points of sale, she was stopped by a loss prevention employee and the officer. Unable to provide a receipt for the items inside the box, she was apprehended. The box was found to contain $90.47 worth of assorted merchandise.
Do you have a receipt for this? Yeah. Let's do that. I wasn't going to take that.
Yes, you were. You put it all in the box and you were leaving with it.
No, I wasn't going to take it. I was going to go back.
So you've already taken it past the register.
Put this down for now. I'm Detective Franco with the Athens-Clarke County Police Department. Put your hands behind your back. You're being arrested for shoplifting at this time. We're going to go to the office and talk about this.
Okay.
After being escorted to Walmart's loss prevention office, the officer read Brittany her Miranda rights.
Senator, I'm going to be busy for a minute in an interview. You have the right to remain silent, okay? Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present while you're being questioned.
Okay.
If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish one.
Okay.
If you decide to make a statement, you may stop at any time.
Okay.
Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you?
Yes, sir.
Having these rights in mind, you wish to talk to me now.
Yes.
So what's going on? Why are you taking stuff today?
I don't know.
Are you low on money? I mean, what's the deal? I mean, there's got to be a reason.
No. I
Okay.
mean, I don't know.
How many other times have you taken stuff?
I don't know.
All right. Do you do this regularly since you started working here?
No.
Okay. Well, this is 10/29, so this is the 29th. Emily's
yeah,
pulled.
I paid for those.
Well, Emily pulled video. She said you didn't. You
They
said.
were $3. I paid for them.
Where'd you pay for them at? Because she's pulled video and said you didn't pay for any of that.
I paid on the online pay thing.
Initially, the woman denied any wrongdoing, but when confronted with the video evidence, she admitted to the thefts and provided a written statement. Considering Brittany's repeated thefts, the officer chose not to offer her pre-arrest diversion or just issue a citation. Instead, she was formally arrested for theft by shoplifting. Officer Odom then transported her to the county sheriff's office for booking. In addition to her arrest, she was banned from Walmart for 2 years and lost her job, with Stewart, an assistant manager at the store, terminating her employment. On December 27, 2020, Victoria decided to stay home due to a cold, while her partner took their 7-year-old long-haired dachshund Luca for a walk. At a deli stop, Luca was tied to an outdoor fruit stand, a practice Victoria often did, making sure he was hidden and never left alone for more than a few minutes.
Luca's 7 years old. He's a long-haired dachshund. He now reaches maturity. He's quite calm. He's very sweet. I was resting because I had a cold, like a controlled situation. I usually would put him completely under the fruit stand so he wasn't even visible, to passersby when I would take him out, and then never for more than 5 minutes.
While her partner was inside, someone petted Luca, untied him, and took him away. The police mentioned that stealing dogs, especially certain breeds like Luca for their resale value, happens more frequently than one might think.
In New York City, it's not uncommon to see dogs just tied up with their leash right outside of a store.
In this country, health and safety laws usually prohibit dog owners from bringing their dogs into restaurants or stores. Most of the time, nothing bad happens. When the boyfriend comes outside, the dog is gone. And we see the suspect pet the dog, not really doing anything that to a passersby may seem out of the ordinary.
And the dog's accepting this man.
Then the suspect unties the dog's leash, and he flees with the dog. There are rings that operate to steal certain kinds of dogs. Unfortunately for Luca, the kind of dog he is makes him a target for people who make possibly thousands of dollars in a sale after the theft. Luca's owner jumps into action to try to get him back.
We made up signs. Have you seen this dog? Please give us information. This is a family dog. Please return the dog as soon as you can. We love Luca.
Victoria quickly acted by making and sharing missing dog flyers in the neighborhood and online, creating a large community response.
Tens of thousands of people knew about this.
The story really starts to go viral.
The search for Luca became a viral topic, with even the NYPD's 24th precinct tweeting about it to help.
The social media reaction goes around like a wildfire. Even the NYPD 24th precinct shares information about Luca on their Twitter account.
3 days later, Victoria got a call from a bodega owner saying a man tried to sell Luca to her.
From a woman in a little bodega, a little store. She said that Sunday night, the night Luca was stolen, a guy had come into her store with a dog and was trying to sell it to her. She said, "I'm not interested, I have a dog. Besides, that dog looks to me like he's stolen," and he ran out. She saw him go into this next store.
Following this lead, the police were able to track down the buyer's address through another store owner who saw the man sell Luca.
I really didn't think I'd see him again. I got a call. We have the dog, and we'll be bringing him home.
The police found Luca, informed Victoria, and brought him back home.
Thankfully for Victoria, Luca was recovered safely, and they're able to be a happy family again.
Here he is, his little furry self. Very sweet. You're sweet. Okay. There he is.
Though Luca was initially scared and hid under the bed, he soon warmed up and joyfully reunited with his family. On March 6, 2023, police were called about a woman caught shoplifting from several stores. When they got there, they found her in the parking lot.
Brittany, stop. Brittany, you're under arrest. Stop. 33, I've told her she's under arrest. She's not stopping.
Turn around, face him.
Brittany, you're under arrest.
You're under arrest, okay?
Hey,
Why?
put your hands behind your
No.
back. You have a warrant. You're under arrest.
I'm not.
I
don't
want a warrant. Get the fuck out of here.
It's okay. We're gonna figure it out. Brittany. Hey, we don't want to make this a bigger deal than it needs to be.
Brittany, stop.
33 that'll be good. Thank you. Hey.
She resisted arrest, and when the officers attempted to handcuff her, she tried to bite one of them.
Stop biting. Stop biting me. Stop. Stop trying to bite me.
Good. You want to go that one?
Yeah.
All right, I got your.
The officers then asked a witness to provide a written statement detailing what she had observed.
Hi, how long have you been here for?
Oh, I'm waiting for my mother.
Did you see anything of what happened over here?
All I seen was like when the cars came up.
Yeah.
Boy or girl?
It's a female.
She was walking through the cars and
Yeah.
two officers went this way,
Okay.
and she started to run, and then the officer that fell, she tried to like kick him and push him out of the way, and she tipped over and pulled him down with her.
Okay.
So just
Okay.
I mean that.
Did you hear us say anything to her? Did you hear us police say anything to her?
Yeah, they told her that she's got a warrant for her arrest.
Okay.
And
Would you be willing to write a statement regarding what you saw?
yeah, I can,
You don't have to. It's up to you.
well, if it'll help, I will.
It probably will help. It would be good just to help with it. Okay, we'll get you one, okay?
The woman was then taken into custody and faced charges including assault on a police officer, theft, and resisting arrest. A duo entered a store, pretending to be there to shop, but they had other plans. They casually browsed around, with the woman even asking other customers if they wanted to buy food stamps at one point.
Hey, y'all know anybody that wants to buy food stamps, do y'all?
No.
No, ma'am. Okay. I was told to ask everybody to know.
After spending a bit more time inside, they stole items, concealed them, and then took off. They managed to get away initially, but their luck didn't last. Eventually, they were arrested for shoplifting. On the night of Wednesday, December 22nd, 2023, around 11:20 p.m., some folks had just left a convenience store and were on their way to their apartment complex on Sands Point in Houston, Texas. They reported that while they were walking, two guys came up to them, pulled a weapon, and demanded their stuff.
¿Qué onda? Me da un cigarrillo. Me da un cigarrillo de. Eso mero. ¿Está bien? Gracias. Ok. La cuestión está es como decir.
The robbers searched their pockets, grabbed their cash and cell phones, and then ran off. However, they didn't get far with their crime and ended up getting arrested. On January 29th, 2024, at about 7:40 a.m., a duo boldly entered a store and began pilfering items.
Lock the door. Why did you lock the door? Frankie, how do you get out of here? Frankie, push it.
They swiped 11 bottles of wine right in front of a store employee and dashed off. The nerve of these two was astonishing. A few days later, one of them, Deshaun McMillian, was arrested, but his accomplice remains at large. 3 people went into a shop, bought a few things, and seemed just like any other shoppers. But as they were heading out, one of them grabbed a drink and bolted. This guy really needs to get that every action comes with consequences, and hopefully, karma will do its thing soon enough. A bunch of guys entered a store, all of them carrying backpacks, and started looking around like any other customers. But soon, their real plan came out when they began stuffing items into their backpacks and concealed them. They managed to leave the store without getting caught right then. However, 2 of the group were later arrested, while the rest are still at large. It was discovered that they had a history of shoplifting on multiple occasions before getting caught this time. This guy sensed something wasn't right and kept his focus in this direction for quite a while. Then, all of a sudden, he sprinted towards this girl, who was starting to have a seizure. His timing couldn't have been better. He caught her just before she hit the ground, and this quick thinking and alertness probably saved her life. He comes across as someone with really sharp instincts and quick reflexes, qualities not everyone possesses. On Sunday, January 7th, 2023, at about 12:45 p.m., a man walked into a grocery store on Uvalde in Houston, Texas. He roamed around, sneakily hiding items in his backpack and pockets. An employee caught him red-handed and confronted him on his way out. He handed over the items from his pockets, but shoved the employee when she tried to check his backpack. After that, he took off and initially got away with it. However, his streak of luck didn't last long, and he was eventually caught and arrested. On March.
No.
Yeah, he's conscious.
Is he?
I told him to take me to the floor, man. They didn't do it.
After a while, paramedics got to the scene and took Bruce to the hospital. Aggravated arson, aggravated battery, aggravated assault of a police officer, and criminal received treatment and was then released. A pair walked into a store and brazenly began stuffing items into their bags, fully aware they were in view of both employees and surveillance cameras. Just as they tried to make their exit, the store's loss prevention team stepped in to stop them. A bit of a struggle broke out, but the employees were able to hold them down until the police showed up. Ultimately, these 2 were arrested for shoplifting. A duo entered a store with less than honorable plans. The woman handed a tea light candle to her male companion, and they strolled through the aisles, candle in hand, chatting away casually. The man cleverly hid the candle under his phone. As they moved to pay for an item, the woman sneakily took a ring, not realizing her actions were being recorded. When they were caught, they gave back the ring but managed to leave with the tea light candle unnoticed. A man was casually shopping at a gas station and left as if everything was normal. Suddenly, a cop ambushed him. The reason? The man was a wanted criminal. The employees at the store were initially shocked and shaken by the sudden action. The cop held the man until backup arrived, and then he was taken to jail. In San Francisco, California, a woman tried to steal a diner's purse in a restaurant, thinking nobody was watching. Fortunately, a good Samaritan noticed her actions and returned the bag to its rightful owner. Kudos to that person for stepping up. The woman clearly needs to face legal consequences. There was this guy at McDonald's who wanted his money back, but when the staff said no, he started acting really weird and creepy.
I would assume that if I was smart, I'm just gonna call it out. I want my money. You can get away with this too. Call him.
Go.
Where's my money? Where's my money?
You don't get it. You can call corporate and get your money. Get out of my store right now.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Hey.
He should have just asked nicely instead of being such a jerk about it. Unfortunately, the employees have to deal with people like him all the time. Two kids strolled into a store, acting as if they were just there to shop. However, their true intentions quickly surfaced as they began to grab items and hide them. After tucking away the merchandise, they nonchalantly walked out of the store. It's especially disheartening to see kids engaging in such actions. Hopefully, they'll learn their lesson somehow and won't repeat this behavior. A shoplifter thought he could get away after being caught red-handed, but the store employees were not about to let that happen. They chased him outside and managed to tackle him to the ground. Despite his attempts to escape, they restrained him once more. It turned out this wasn't his first rodeo. He had shoplifted at this store several times before, but this time the employees were prepared. After they caught him, they handed him over to the police and he was charged with felony shoplifting. This guy sneaks into a store, swipes a few items, and tucks them away. But as he's making his exit, the shopkeeper catches him.
Can you just wait for a few minutes? Can you just wait for a few minutes? Just wait for No, I'm asking you. You took something from the floor up there?
No, I was gonna get a soda, but I didn't get soda.
Just wait.
I didn't take any.
Just wait for a minute.
I didn't take any.
Just a minute.
He thought he could play it cool, not realizing he was on camera the whole time. The shopkeeper got back the stolen goods. Seriously, the boldness of this guy is something else. Two guys hit a 7-Eleven, timing their move perfectly when the staff was away. One played lookout as the other slipped a credit card skimmer over the real POS system. Now, anyone who swipes their card there is at risk of having their bank info stolen, leading to potentially emptied accounts. A tip to stay safe: whenever you can, go for contactless payments like NFC on your phone or tap-to-pay cards. These methods use a one-time code for each transaction, giving you an extra layer of protection. A woman walked into a store, blending in like any regular shopper, casually looking at items. That's when she decided to take a bracelet, slipping it onto her wrist as if it were nothing. Not realizing she was being recorded. Just as she was about to walk out, a store employee stopped her, asking for the bracelet back. She ended up being banned from the store, which had to be quite an embarrassing moment for her. On the morning of Monday, December 25th, 2023, at about 6:30 a.m., a man walked into a convenience store on the 4600 block of San Jacinto in Houston, Texas. Initially pretending to shop, he then walked up to the counter, tossed his backpack on the ground near the clerk, and demanded the cash from the register. The employee handed over the money from the drawer to comply with his demands. After getting the cash, the man ran off. He's still on the loose, and hopefully he'll be caught soon. On the night of Sunday, September 17th, 2023, around 11:30 p.m., a robbery took place at a convenience store on South Ritchie Street in Houston, Texas. Two guys walked into the store, acting like regular customers, looking around before heading to the counter as if they were just there to buy something. But then, one of them pulled out a weapon and demanded the employee to give them the cash from the register. With no other choice, the employee handed over the money and the robbers took off. It was unclear where they went, making it tough to track them down right away. The Houston police got involved, and thanks to a tip from Crime Stoppers, they made a breakthrough. This tip helped them figure out who was behind the robbery: Mike Garcia, 29, and Jonathan Uriegas, 17. Both were charged with aggravated robbery using a weapon. Jonathan Uriegas got arrested and was let out on bond, but Mike Garcia is still out there, with the police on the lookout for him. The Houston Police Department's Robbery Division is seeking the public's assistance to locate Mike Garcia. Robert, a rancher and rodeo participant, was unexpectedly thrust into a heroic role. Heard a woman scream about her stolen bike.
I'm coming back out and I hear this lady screaming, "Stop him, he stole my bike."
Seeing the thief being chased by two men, Robert initially thought to use a shopping cart to stop him, but quickly realized it wouldn't work. Instead, he mounted Long John with his dogs Hash and Mac in tow, and Robert lassoed the thief, catching him by the neck and arm. The bewildered thief asked if Robert was a cop, but got no answer.
He's asking me, "Who are you? Are you the cops? Or what are you doing? Are you a sheriff?" And I just stayed quiet. I sat there and I held him there until the Eagle Point PD showed up.
Holding him until the police arrived, Robert used his unique skills to prevent the bike theft and secure the thief's arrest. There's this guy who attempted to steal in front of a staff member at the Lululemon store on Robson Street. Even when the employee tried to stop him, the guy became more aggressive, grabbing even more items before taking off. Eventually, police caught and arrested this 44-year-old who's known for violent offenses and had a history of serving time in jail before. On Monday, January 1st, 2024, around 8:30 p.m., two men walked into a smoke shop on the 1600 block of Cullen in Houston, Texas. One of them brandished a weapon and demanded the money from the cash register. After grabbing the cash, they ran off. These culprits are still at large, and we're all hoping they'll be caught soon. On Wednesday, January 3rd, 2024, at approximately 5:45 p.m., a man walked into a fast food restaurant situated on the 8700 block of Main Street in Houston, Texas. He approached the counter, acting as though he was going to place an order. As soon as the employee opened the cash register, the man revealed a large knife and aimed it at the employee. With the employee stepping back, the man took the opportunity to reach over the counter, grab the money from the cash drawer, and then ran away on foot. Fortunately, security cameras captured the entire incident, leading to the man's eventual arrest. A bunch of friends walks into a store. The one wearing flip-flops heads straight to the candy aisle, first making sure his pocket has enough space by checking it along with a lanyard he's wearing. Confident he can sneak something out, he moves to the candy bars, gives a quick look around, and then drifts to the gum section. There, he picks a pack of bubble tape, fakes placing it back, but slips it into his pocket instead. He leaves the store quickly, the whole act taking under a minute. Once outside, he joins his friends in their car, hopping into the back seat on the passenger side. An alert employee notices, walks up to the car trying to spot the license plate as they start to drive off. The employee manages to talk to them, leading to a moment of confusion from the driver. The driver agrees to go back into the store with the employee for an explanation. Back in the store, as they review the camera footage, confusion peaks when they can't pinpoint the thief.
Not you, the person with you. The guy. Come here. Yeah. Come here, I'll show it to you.
That's my car.
Watch him. What's up? Super busy.
You said I saw something. Not you, not
No.
you. You come around and see it if you want.
It's the wrong kid then.
Right here.
Forget it, buddy. I thought I had the right car.
It wasn't my car.
No, it wasn't you guys. I don't know where he went. Alright, sorry you guys.
I'm like, I did not take anything.
The two friends act unaware of their companion's actions, despite him having gotten into their car just moments before. On Wednesday, January 10th, 2024, at about 9 p.m., two men entered a convenience store on the 2400 block of Kelly in Houston, Texas. Approaching the register, one of the men pointed a weapon at the employee and demanded money. He then made the employee open the cash register and took the money from the drawer. After securing the cash, both men left the scene. The employee called the police, but by the time they arrived, the suspects had already escaped. Hopefully, these offenders will be caught soon. a man entered a store, acting as though he intended to buy something. He browsed the items, and when he thought no one was looking, he started to stealthily take merchandise and hide it. He then confidently left the store. However, he overlooked one crucial detail. He was under surveillance by the store's cameras the entire time. It's only a matter of time before karma catches up to him, leading to his eventual capture. A man arrived at a gas station late at night and tried to break in by throwing a stone at the front door. Despite multiple attempts, he couldn't break the door. Before he could flee, the clerk called the police, who showed up and arrested him. It's satisfying to see him facing the consequences of his actions. Take a look at this weirdo in KFC.
She playing games, give me my money. I gave it to you, give it back.
She's not the manager I am.
Yeah, you
Okay.
run this place right down in the valley.
What?
You'll run this place right here. Give me my money, lady.
I don't care what you say.
You took it, you ain't give me my food.
Listen
give
here,
me my
sir.
money.
You're not going to get loud with me. I'm getting your money. Do you need to call the
Get
officer
the money,
down here?
please.
Call him.
I will, because you took my money and you ain't giving it back. And you're playing games.
The only thing you got to give him to is $42.
Oh, my Lord.
Look at the four-piece tenders.
Have a wonderful night.
Good luck with your business.
Props to that manager for standing up confidently instead of tolerating his disrespect. A woman walked up to the counter with some items, initially looking like any other shopper. But then, she made a sneaky move. She hid a data cable in her coat.
One is 131. The second one declined. So please get transaction detected. Please verify your employer. No. So declined. So please get transaction detected. Please verify your employer. No. So the second time I charge you. This is 131. It's the same, right? Okay.
The ease with which she went unnoticed suggests she's done this before. Hopefully, karma will catch up with her soon. An elderly man entered a store, appearing as if he intended to make a purchase. However, his true motive soon became evident. As he moved to a certain section, he covertly placed several items into his jacket and left the store without paying for them. Although people may go through hard times, it's important to remember that stealing is not justified, even under difficult circumstances. Police released CCTV video of a robbery at the Aryan convenience store on Victoria Avenue in Blackley, which occurred at 6:10 p.m. on Friday, January 14, 2011. 3 masked men entered the store, threatening the people inside with metal bars and batons. They managed to take some cash. As they tried to escape, the store owner tried to stop one, but got hit on the head with a metal bar. The robbers fled towards Melverley Road, but were eventually caught by the police due to the CCTV footage and were charged for their actions. On March 12, 2024, a man entered a store in St. Petersburg, Florida. He hid some drinks in his hoodie and managed to steal them without being noticed. He successfully left the store. Even though he was recorded on camera, he hasn't been caught and is still at large. On January 15th, 2023, police were alerted to a situation at a Bath & Body Works store involving a pregnant woman known for repeatedly shoplifting. She was reported to have entered the store and stolen various items, including 18 candles, totaling a value of $700.
She basically grabbed her one basket, came up this way, and I know she was on this candle while grabbing stuff. And then when she filled up that basket, she grabbed another one from over there, and then went back to fill more, and then she grabbed some gift sets on her way out.
And she had her wallflower wall.
And
yeah.
you physically saw this happen, like all of this occur, like what she grabbed and everything. Obviously, it's a lot, so like.
Yeah.
All right. You mind if I get your information then, since you actually witnessed it?
Police found her in another store, but she acted as if she had no idea why they were there. Suddenly, she took off running. Despite her attempts to appear innocent, the officers proceeded to place her in the back of the police car.
Good. Go ahead, sit down.
You told me I have two. Well, how do I have two charges?
We'll talk about it in a bit.
Alright, put your sit in. We're gonna have rescue come and check you out, okay?
How do I have two charges?
Put your other leg in.
For theft.
Turn off camera now.
When the officers questioned her about the theft, all she responded with was a denial, consistently saying no.
You buy any candles?
No.
Did you steal any candles?
No.
Did you steal any candles? So the video with you leaving the store with candles,
No.
that's not a real video.
That's not me. I wasn't stealing.
Who were you with? You said you were with someone else.
A friend.
What's her name? Or his name?
Her name's Cece. Can they bring their truck closer?
No? Alright, so what you're saying is that in December, you did not exit the store with 18 candles.
No.
That you did not pay for. About $700 in merchandise.
No.
Despite her denials of any wrongdoing, the officers had sufficient evidence to proceed with charges. She was charged with resisting arrest, fleeing and eluding, and theft of items valued over $700. A dad and his son hit a Subway restaurant after hours. The dad broke in and grabbed what he wanted, and then they both took off. It's really weird to see a father and son doing this kind of thing. They should find jobs instead of stealing. On Thursday, August 24th, 2023, at about 10:10 p.m., a guy walked into a convenience store on the 7100 block of Scott in Houston, Texas. He went up to the clerk, who was behind the counter, pulled out a weapon, and demanded the cash register's money. After taking the money from the drawer, he took off. This guy is still out there, and hopefully, he gets caught soon. In October, a bold robbery unfolded when a group of masked robbers used a circular saw to breach a silver store in Stamford Hill. Security cameras recorded the moment they cut through the shop's shutters, then stuffed bags with silver items before quickly fleeing. Astonishingly, the same store fell victim to another robbery just a month later, targeted yet again by a group wielding a power tool. The surveillance camera captured the scene, with sparks lighting up the street as they sliced through the shutters, then dashed out of the silver store, their arms laden with stolen goods. However, their luck ran out a few weeks later when they were apprehended by the authorities. On the evening of September 5th, 2023, around 6:40 p.m., two unidentified men walked into a jewelry store located within a mall on the 200 block of Greens Road in Houston, Texas. Initially, they seemed interested in browsing for jewelry, asking about various pieces before leaving the premises. Shortly thereafter, at least one of the men who had left returned, this time with two others. The group charged into the store, leaped over the counter, and started grabbing several pieces of jewelry from the display cases. When an employee tried to intervene and prevent the theft, they were forcibly pushed aside by one of the culprits. The thieves quickly made their escape. However, their freedom was short-lived as they were soon apprehended by law enforcement. In Tacoma, on Yakima Avenue, a man walked into a store brandishing a knife. However, the store owner quickly turned the situation around by drawing a larger knife in defense of their property. The would-be robber fled the scene, but not before the store's surveillance cameras captured a clear image of his face. This footage was crucial for detectives, allowing them to rapidly identify and locate him. The suspect was subsequently arrested and taken to Pierce County Jail, where he is now facing charges of harassment and robbery. The officers had to deal with a guy in a restaurant because the manager wanted him out, but he just wouldn't budge.
Am I being arrested for anything I'm doing?
No, at this time you're not being arrested.
I didn't do it. Did I do anything wrong?
Sir, they're a private business, and as a private business, they can ask you to leave.
Did I do anything wrong, though? I'm asking you.
They ask you to leave.
So I'm asking you, did I do anything wrong?
You just need to leave.
I didn't do anything. I didn't come with them. I did not come with them. I came by myself.
Okay. Then you can leave by yourself.
I'm actually, did I do anything wrong? And is I'm arrested for anything I'm doing wrong?
You're not under arrest, no.
So, are you refusing my service?
Yes.
Why are you refusing my service? Because I'm black?
Okay,
Answer this question, because I'm black?
You're the only one that's bringing race into it.
I sat here first.
Okay.
There's no problem for me sitting right here.
And we're gonna refuse you service, so you need to leave.
You cannot refuse somebody's service.
Okay.
Are you on duty? I need to speak to active supervisor for the night. Okay. I am a taxpayer, Saginaw Township resident.
Okay.
I pay my taxes.
Okay.
I was here sitting here first.
Okay.
Whatever happened, happened. I was not around what happened.
All right.
Sir, I am the on-duty supervisor.
I understand that, but what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong?
Let me finish. I came over here for a totally separate call. He is security for IHOP. He has asked you to leave. If you refuse to leave, you will be arrested for trespassing.
How am I being arrested? What did I do wrong?
Right now, you're refusing to leave. That's what you're doing wrong. It's called trespassing.
That's called racist.
No, sir, it's not called racist.
That is called racist.
A private business has come over
I didn't
and
do anything wrong. What did I do wrong? Can you show me what I did wrong?
The manager came over and said you were being disorderly. You were.
Did no manager came over?
Sir, you keep interrupting me.
Sergeant.
Sir.
Ma'am.
The manager came over and asked
No, she did not.
The manager came over and told us
Can you please,
you were being disorderly.
Can you give me the manager?
No.
We're past that.
We're past that. It's time to leave.
What did I do wrong?
Sir, right now, what you're doing wrong is you're refusing to leave.
So I'm being arrested?
No, you're not being arrested. If you choose to get up and walk out the door, and we are giving you every opportunity.
So that is a racist judgment towards me because I am black.
No, sir.
I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong in here.
You're the one bringing race into this.
Because I am.
So I've now asked you at least twice to leave. So I'm going to tell you one more time, you need to leave or you can be arrested.
Eventually, he didn't leave and ended up getting arrested. It's really up to the business who they serve, so he should have just left when asked. Now, he's got to deal with the consequences of not leaving. A man entered a store in Anguilla, UK, and made his way behind the counter to steal money from the cash register. This individual has been linked to several robberies occurring between January 31st and February 6, 2024. The Royal Anguilla Police Force is currently on the lookout for this suspect, aiming to apprehend him and bring him to justice. A lady walked into a store, acting like she was just shopping around. She grabbed a bunch of stuff and then, instead of paying, just walked out the door where her boyfriend was waiting to help her escape. Pretty low move. Luckily, they got their license plate on camera, so hopefully they'll get caught soon. A thief broke into a store looking to steal cell phones, but found it was empty and being renovated, something he hadn't checked before. As he looked around for anything to steal, he ended up in a hallway with 3 doors. The one he came through, an exit door that wouldn't open, and a strange third door. With the alarm blaring, he realized he was stuck in a hallway with no way out, which scared him and made him feel trapped. He tried hard to escape, using kicks and a hammer on the window, but nothing worked. The hammer even broke. He found out one door just led to a closet, making him feel even more stuck. Finally, he gave up and drank water from a spigot on the wall while waiting for help. Even though he was there to steal, he was actually relieved when the police showed up after 45 minutes, realizing getting arrested was better than the chance of dying there from lack of food or water. His story, especially how he got caught in the trap, spread fast online. This case stood out because the thief was actually happy to get arrested, seeing it as a way out of a deadly situation. On December 19th, 2021, cops showed up at a Popeye's Chicken after getting a call about a theft. When they got there, another worker told them that one of the employees swiped some cash that was left out after being counted from the register. Little did the thief know, the cameras caught everything.
It's gonna start over.
This was last night.
Okay, and that's him?
Yeah. He was looking at the screen to see if anybody, because we have a big old screen with cameras on it.
Okay.
And he's in there cooking.
All right, can you email me that video?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get all that information to you.
Okay.
After checking out the video footage, the cops went over to the employee to arrest him.
I'll tell you that in a second. Let's walk outside. We'll tell you all that in a second.
As he was being led to the cop car, he claimed he had an arrangement with his boss to take the money, expecting it to be deducted from his paycheck. However, the officers let him know it was his boss who had actually pressed charges against him. Upon checking his identity, the Central Command revealed that the guy also had warrants out for violating probation related to substance possession. When they searched him, all they found was a cut straw and some burnt tinfoil, but he wasn't charged with possessing substance paraphernalia.
So right now you're under arrest for theft by taking.
Theft by taking what?
Sonia 98. So we got you on camera taking money.
I actually didn't take it. He was gonna take. I talked to Cesar. He was gonna take it out my check this week.
Who's that? Who's Cesar?
The boss man.
The manager? Okay, we already talked to him. He don't know what you're talking about, so.
My God.
So you talked to boss man?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Touch that right there, sir.
Huh?
Bag. My bean
Go ahead.
bag.
What about it?
My bag. It goes in my pocket.
Okay, well it's gonna go right here for right now.
Yeah, she has it on her phone. You can see. Just bright as day. Yeah, you can bright as day, like I'm watching you right here. What's your last name, Bernard?
He ended up being taken to jail and got a sentence of 12 months probation with 17 days of confinement, but he was let go on a signature bond. He probably learned his lesson after all that. On Tuesday, September 17th, around 8:15 a.m., a robbery took place at the one-stop shop on Studfall Avenue, Corby. A man wielding 2 knives stormed into the store and used the knives to intimidate the staff. He then proceeded to take cash from the register. After committing the theft, the robber fled the scene on a bicycle. In efforts to identify him, detectives have released the CCTV footage of the incident at the one-stop shop to the public. Late one night, a trio targeted a store with the intention of stealing an ATM. They employed a tool to break the locks and successfully opened the front shutter. Next, they shattered the glass door with a hammer and attached a strap to the ATM. Their initial attempt to pull the ATM out failed, but they succeeded on their second try, hauling the machine into their vehicle and fleeing. The entire operation took them roughly 10 minutes, a relatively slow pace that proved to be their downfall. Their delay in executing the theft meant they hadn't gotten far before the police intercepted their vehicle, bringing it to a stop and arresting the culprits. In a coordinated flash mob-style operation, a group targeted the True Religion brand jeans store in Georgetown, known for its high-end merchandise, including jeans retailing between $100 and $120 per pair. They brazenly grabbed items, stuffing them into bags before swiftly exiting the store. Unconcerned with onlookers or hiding their identities, they made their getaway.
It's odd for M Street. I mean, yeah, stuff happened maybe later, but not 6 p.m.
Stole stuff and walked out.
Wow. Wow, that's crazy. It's hard for a shop that only has, 3 or 4 employees to handle that many people.
It'd be apparent to them that there's a lack of security and they can easily get away with it if they do it quickly and in numbers.
So far, DC police have managed to arrest 3 individuals involved in the incident, although others involved remain at large. 2 guys targeted a closed restaurant, attaching a strap to the ATM and forcefully pulling it free with their vehicle. After dragging it out, they loaded the machine onto their escape vehicle. They believed they had successfully escaped, but within a week, the police arrested them. Investigations revealed they were behind multiple thefts across the region. Mark Moss made a habit of targeting various stores in Peterborough, England, walking in with a bag and boldly filling it with items right in front of the store staff, before leaving without paying. Eventually, CCTV footage led to his arrest. He was sentenced to 18 weeks in jail and received a 2-year ban from entering Co-op and Aldi stores in Peterborough. At a Metro PCS store on S Middlebelt in Westland, a burglar attempted to steal a cell phone by yanking it from its security tether. This action caused the display case to rip off the wall, falling to the floor with a loud crash. In the chaos, the burglar also slipped and fell, but quickly got back up to continue looting the store. Confident he wouldn't be caught, his luck soon ran out. Within a week, the authorities had apprehended him, cutting short his brief stint of freedom. On Thursday, July 17, 2014, at about 12:30 p.m., 3 men dressed entirely in black and armed with a machete and a sledgehammer broke into a jewelry store located at Tildesley Arcade. Inside, they demanded jewelry from the display cases. During the robbery, the store owner tried to protect his business but ended up with multiple hand injuries in the struggle. The robbers managed to make off with jewelry worth tens of thousands of pounds, including several Rolex watches, after threatening the staff. Following the heist, the criminals were spotted escaping towards Bridgman Terrace in a stolen gray Vauxhall Astra. A month after the incident, the jeweler had put up a reward of up to £15,000 for information leading to the arrest and charging of those involved, but still these crooks are on the run. Surveillance footage from Washington shows a thief employing a sophisticated technique known as shimming to target ATM. A victim, Elaine, recounts how her information was stolen and funds were drained from her account after using a compromised ATM.
I really have thought a lot about the idea that somebody had my information.
Robert Siciliano, a cybersecurity consultant from Boston, explains how shimming differs from traditional skimming by inserting a device inside the ATM, making it harder for both consumers and banks to notice the breach.
Shimming is much harder to detect. Once the shimming device is installed, it's much harder for not only the consumer to recognize that there's an issue, but for the bank themselves to even know that their devices have been compromised.
Chris Hansen of the U.S. Secret Service demonstrates the use of a thin metal device placed inside ATMs that captures data from chip cards. This data is then used by criminals to create counterfeit debit cards for withdrawing money.
With the newer technology, of course, the components can be smaller and smaller. So this is what we call white plastic, and you could encode the data onto this stripe, and so you can see the pinhole right here.
In response, banks and credit unions, especially those affected by shimming, are implementing advanced fraud detection software to spot and prevent unusual transactions.
They now are working to find a solution to retrofit machines to address this latest technology. I don't want people to feel, frightened to use an ATM, and certainly not at a financial institution.
Additionally, efforts are being made to upgrade ATMs with new technology designed to thwart shimming attempts. On February 4th, 2024, a Chipotle on Old Georgetown Road witnessed an armed robbery when a man, pretending to be a customer, ordered food. After placing his order, he reached into his backpack, pulled out a weapon, and demanded money from the cash register. The cashier, upon seeing the weapon, fled and called the police. The robber tried to open the cash register himself, but failed. Confronting another employee with the weapon, he successfully got the cash register opened this time. He took an unspecified amount of cash and ran away from the scene. The Montgomery County Police Major Crimes Division is now calling on the public to help find and identify the armed robber. Tammy Ray picked up several things at Walmart and used the self-checkout, but she skipped scanning a few items, including a blue blanket. What she didn't realize was that security cameras were watching her the entire time. When she tried to leave, police officers stopped her and she ended up being charged with shoplifting. 3 people broke into a store, aiming straight for the ATM. They quickly snatched the machine and made their escape. Despite their speed, the police were hot on their trail. After a high-speed chase, the cops stopped their car and arrested all 3. Oliver Cooper, a 23-year-old, was involved in a major crime operation, handling over 30 high-end stolen cars, valued at £4 million across the Midlands in less than a year. His downfall came when he filmed himself driving a stolen Range Rover Sport, valued at £55,000, taken from a Birmingham retail park. Security footage showed Cooper arriving in a stolen Ford Fiesta and then leaving with the Range Rover. When the Fiesta triggered a traffic camera, the police chased it through Birmingham.
It's a left onto Albert Street, and it's just negotiating a red ATS, medium risk. Stand by, it's just going to mount a curb. Tyres have deflated. It's going the wrong way on towards the bull ring. Stand by. Yeah, it's momentarily high risk. It's now low risk. We're just going under the tunnel towards New Street Station and towards Pagoda Island. It has got 2 flat tyres. Stand by, decamp.
Cooper ditched the car and tried to hide in the Bullring shopping center, but was eventually caught at his house. He admitted to burglary and handling stolen goods, leading to a prison sentence of 6 years and 8 months. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can stay updated with our latest videos.